The Houston Rockets have been one of the most exciting young teams in the league, but they had one glaring weakness last year: half-court offense. Despite having a top-5 defense, the Rockets' offense simply wasn't consistent enough to win when it mattered most. Golden State exposed that flaw in the first round of the playoffs, and Houston knew they couldn't run it back with the same roster. So what did they do? They went all in, literally. In the largest trade in NBA history, involving 7 teams and 13 players, the Rockets landed Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant may be 37 by the time this season tips off, but he's still one of the most efficient and dangerous offensive weapons in the NBA. Last year, he averaged 27 points per game while shooting 43% from 3, the highest mark of his entire career in a full season. Sports Illustrated's Chris Mannix and veteran NBA analyst Rachel Nichols recently broke down just how big of a deal this is for Houston. "I love it," Nichols said, revealing she spoke to Durant just days after the trade. "He was more excited and energized than I have seen him in a while. And that is great news, because an engaged Kevin Durant is a very dangerous Kevin Durant." Nichols called the pairing between KD and the Rockets a hand-in-glove situation, meaning it just fits perfectly. "It's not just about what Kevin can do as a scorer," Nichols explained. "It's the gravity that he pulls. If you're Alperen Sengun or some of these other guys, you're not getting the opponent's best defender in crunch time. That person is going to Kevin. And that is going to create more offense for a team that lacked so much of it last year. This is a huge point. Durant doesn't just score, he makes everyone else's job easier. When he's on the floor, defenses bend to his presence, and suddenly players like Sengun, Thompson, Jabari Smith Jr., and rookie Reed Shepherd have cleaner looks and more space to operate." Chris Mannix also pointed out that Durant already has familiarity with Rockets head coach Ime Udoka, who was an assistant during KD's time with the Brooklyn Nets. That relationship could make the transition seamless. "He averaged 27 points per game last year, shot 43% from 3, the best percentage he's had in his career," Mannix said. "That's not a guy who's slowing down. And the truth is, this might be the deepest team Durant has played on in years." With Sengun coming off a dominant Eurobasket run and Thompson looking ready to make an all-star leap, Durant won't have to carry the entire load. Instead, he can focus on what he does best, closing games and hitting big shots when it matters most. For Rockets fans, this is the most exciting time since the James Harden era. For the league, it means another true contender in the already stacked Western Conference. There will always be questions about Durant's health, and whether this version of KD can hold up through an entire playoff run. But if he does, Houston could be one of the most dangerous teams in basketball. The Rockets didn't just add a superstar, they added one of the most skilled scorers in league history to a roster that was already loaded with young talent and elite defense. If it all clicks, don't be surprised if Houston is playing deep into May and maybe even June.